Hey everyone, my name is MonWeeZe, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Here we go. We're back again. So let's go. Load game from where we left off. Where's the thing? Okay. Okay, excuse me. Let me just get myself situated. My pillow. Excuse me. Okay. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Undertale. Okay, sorry. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that club that wouldn't be. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. I'm sure that you're all willing to help me out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but it's a whole day of school where I get to go play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Dude, I wish my school had festivals. What the heck? You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? Eh? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Mon. Hey, MonWeeZe, Mon. Wow. Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke doesn't make sense in translation. I don't get that joke. Let's just focus on our one event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions are as fun as Sayori's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me, where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. So she's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I lay my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go to talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. But wouldn't it be? It just feels you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright, if you say so. I wearily glanced at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. Oh no. I remember in the Roblox game version thing of this, Sayori would like stop coming up to school and oh no. I guess the bad part is coming up, but the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's learned anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who was shuffling through some papers at her desk. Mon, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? And what would you mean? Maybe I'm reading into this a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Mon. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She always talked about me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just want to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? It's just has a hard time bringing up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Mon. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Huh? She's been so much happier ever since she joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. Wait, what? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it is always been. You're so funny, Mom. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I do now anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. So you can just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her. So don't try to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I realize that woman do that over here. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I think I saw this once before, like an animation of this. Like, Monica says something to Sayori, and then Sayori, like, gets up and, like, runs away or something. Is that what's gonna happen here? Oh my god! I watch her kneel down to Sayori and talk gently to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I try to sit myself down. I know Sayori's not to worry about her and have fun and everything else, but it's impossible to do that when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything's back to normal. Everyone goes to achieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about Sayori. So let's talk to Sayori then. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Mom. Thanks. Sorry, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. You want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see a smile. I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright, come on. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah, I guess you're the one who likes this the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have sometimes put up with me. But I have sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No, Mon, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori, I latch around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me, what would cheer you up? Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Lon. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. Ha ha ha. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Well, this one's alright. Alright, well, yeah, about as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad you're trying a little bit. Well, of course, at least I'm trying. Why are you so mostly invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me? No, gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, what if you ended up just scaring me away? It's not like you would actually do that. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang out here even if I have to put up with you. Natsuki elbows connects with my stomach. Oh? Maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Well, maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, hold your poem out like nothing ever happened. Let's see here. I will be your beats. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand. Bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities on the salty sea and let me see you sign. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. See you free in my windy sail. Remember the reason you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. The beach you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought it left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn how to love yourself again. Yeah, I feel like I kept writing about negative things, so I just want to write about something with a nice message for once. Besides, that beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. You had to write about the poem, you wrote about the beach first, but then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. You can really see her doing that too, making us write about simple topic. They're trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical. Wow. Metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Excuse me. Well done, Mon. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helpful to you? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing our writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. And I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone's enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing was chilling. But it's a great way for me to spend personal time with all these girls in the club. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and their writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Mon? Well, you know, I have to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer, and even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe that most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to your share. Is that so? Yuri takes a good minute. That must be terrible, huh? For me to become someone whose opinion is fearsome? How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it in your head. I just mean that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry I always overthink and come to those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking, being disliked. Yuri, what am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring it up. Let's move on, alright? Do you want to share your poem now? Okay, here. Beach. Alright, let me get closer to read this. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chaotically meets the surface, under a clean blue sky, an eclipse of bliss. Beneath gray sailing clouds, an endless engine, the easiest to get lost in, is the one where everything else can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet. But where the sand is wet, the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Huh? Did I read that right? Or will it suddenly waves send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yeah, we build the same castles. We still build sandcastles. I'm aware that the beach is kind of an insane thing to write about, but I did my best to take a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. Excuse me for the yawning. She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted us to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyways, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she'd want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have any particular interest in her writing style. I just went through her request, but I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Alright. Time for Monica. Hi, Mon. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. Whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It also makes me happy to see it. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and stories have been getting more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you must have been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me. How about how Sayori's been a little off today? Yeah, did she tell you something? Oh, well, Mon, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright, I'm just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It'd be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. She's been acting so much happier every day since she joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This isn't really the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, right? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose. All that was ever sought, and here I am, a feather. Left adrift the sky. Lost adrift the sky. Victim of the currents of wind. Day after day I search for little hope. Knowing legends don't exist. When all else has failed me. When all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim after glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind causes to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry gill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There's no meaning, there's no purpose. We seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend doesn't exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. Never put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans are not two-dimensional creatures. I think you know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be a little disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy their writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way. Excuse me. It'll make you want to continue improving. So it's almost as if, it's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out, hold on a second. Is this Smear, did you say something strange right now, huh? Something that sounded a bit unusual, that's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only difference is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori always helps inflame the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone else's balance is thrown off when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. As she wasn't feeling well, so she went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you picked the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, it's not misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I don't want to force it. Oh, that curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle all that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me call something for Yuri? I am useless. No, that's not at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never give Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have some beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should be making some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. About that, I love atmosphere. His expression slightly changes as she stares at her desk, in focus as she starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Mon, the one who is truly useless. Aha, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty difficult tasks to handle. It'd probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with her. With what? Huh? Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of the club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bathe, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. So like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you need help. You would like to handle the baking on your own. Mon may not like being around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to just make a few decorations anyway? Sounds like you're making excuses for Mon to... What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work, and baking isn't? Just what do you think, guys? Let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Mon to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said I was surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can you show this already? Yeah? Come on, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course... Let me think about my options. We haven't gotten time to spend with Monica yet, so let's choose that option. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yay, you picked me. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, Monica, you're the one who needs help, the least help out of us all. Yeah, but I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Mon was the one who, that doesn't matter. You're the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to be responsible to do decisions for the club. Monica, you showed that an ulterior motive interfere with this decision. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Sayori? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah, you have a lot of work to do, you know? We won't do as a good job if you made us work alone. That's true. Think of the club, Monica. If we want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you saying to do the right... So you're going to do the right thing, President? Okay, I get it. Sigh. It sounds like the most logical for Mon to help one of you two, so I guess that's what we'll do. I'll choose Natsuki. Alright, let me lock in. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun, and you guys have made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. And just a minute ago, you were saying that's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway, you'll be free yourself. You'll be fun by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it, after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is melodramatic, it's hard not to feel bad. So everything. So that's everything, right? Anything else you need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes. Everything except the performance is going to be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Mon? Me? I guess you could seem interesting to see how this turns out. Well, Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for herself to do, and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean, Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone else with a weariful expression. Look. Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulder. Yuri, you are really the most talented one here, and you are going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot, but you're going to make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important that way people feel during the performance. So you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but you're the only one who's surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell she tried to say something Sayori would have said at the time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do it my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah. I wish everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying up here for a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. Nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I started to follow Monica and you're at the door. Where are you going? Huh? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gone home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Geez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming over to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would go to your house. Yeah, right. I could have a guy over at my home. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now. That's all that's needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah, I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just gonna give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like... It's like I could act like in front of everyone that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for reacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Or was it Saturday? I couldn't tell. Ah, never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki's going to be coming over to my home on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening when we're outside of school. More than that, she told me she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell. But until then, I won't be able to take my mind off it. I seriously can't wait. Whoa. Jeez. Whoa. Okay. Alright, thanks for giving me that warning. Looks like the settings are working for part 1. Okay. It's already Sunday. It's been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different than it is the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after another, exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned out into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She's also really complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since the club earlier that other day. It's like we text each other or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she need me? Yeah, let's say hi to Sayori. I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach her house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we use a place so often that we made it a habit of simply entering each other's homes without, like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Oh, I'm scared. This is the scene. Oh, phew. Oh my god, that was scary. Hi, Mom. I sit down in her room. Sorry for a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a moment of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Soy's room is a bit as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and the wall that she's had for years now. If you come over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning after you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to be seeing Natsuki today? Yeah, but wait, how'd you know that? So I already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Oh, that's true. What about you? Aren't you going to help Monica today? Of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sarah starts in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so... She smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Mom. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been so worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over here today. It just wants to torture me. Sorry, I got Sorry on the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be acting like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Sayori gives you an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Mon. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Mon? I guess I have no other choice this time. The thing is, I've really had bad depression my whole life. But you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything? I'm gonna read these next parts a little more quietly. Sorry. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without everyone worrying about me, I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me my entire time that I've known her? Did she really want me so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you just never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you have to do is tell me. You don't understand at all, Mom. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because I told you, you have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone to be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. So you can make friends and get closer with everyone in the club. Feels like a superhero going through my heart, so that's why I decided to... The world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I understand you're feeling all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it is it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Mon. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I could not understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time I pulled her into a tight embrace. Come on, Sayori. I don't care if you're feeling selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have had it any other way. Come on. Sayori's hugging me back, despite my arms being wrapped around her. Sayori's arms remained at her side. She was sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this, Mom. Sayori barely managed to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but I want for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. If there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me and turned. I don't know anything. It's already scary. I don't understand any of these feelings, Mom. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let go of her as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How'd you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that'd be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this would be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help me out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Natsuki shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I feel uneasy. It's hard to keep myself thinking about it when Natsuki is going to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I just focus on what's ahead of me. Alright, let me take a quick breather. I need some water. Let me be right back. Hey, I'm back. Alright, I spent only a few minutes back at home, anxiously waiting for Sayori Natsuki's with her eye. Oh, what the heck? Before I know it, she technically let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I opened the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't make it be weird. Just because you're not used to seeing me dressed out. Oh, well. Just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki's carrying a large bag that's probably full of baking supplies. So I didn't want to come all the way just to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at once. Good. I didn't have to count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What? You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Mom? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. Ahaha. I carried it all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems that I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits her fist into my chest. Hey, this has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Huh? I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they think I'm only worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's just a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey, now you trying to... What? I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like Natsuki catches her words and face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Huh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more I should be a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey, was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get this started already. You got all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Mon. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to fish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now. Whoops, low battery. Sorry, pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn out above every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Mon, where'd you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. Okay, I have bad news. I accidentally, when I was I got a phone call I had to answer, but I accidentally pressed a few buttons, so now I missed a few dialogue, so I apologize. Let me just fix the thing. Alright. Can you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. It does look pretty cool. See? It's like baking is just about following instructions. Presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if you just look at it, make everyone's eyes light up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki's proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's odd expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for icing. Huh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. I'll just bake a little longer. Geez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You need to really beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks her finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. Our otherlings start doing the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross finger in my icing. Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I try to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I sharply scoop some with my finger just as Natsuki tugs with her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me caused me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big gulp of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach with her tongue, but it's far too away. Geez, you know what? Take this. Natsuki wipes it off with her finger and then shoving it towards my own face. You wish I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know, saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I took Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth. Licking off the icing. What the heck? What? These are just... Hey, what the heck, man? Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Mon, you really shouldn't do that kind of things to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking? Just like that. How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts to go off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. Cough. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked that before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah, the tension from the moment still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake back trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. Ah, that smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She probably shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once you add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me plastic bags. I have the nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. You probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. I see. That gives me an idea actually, huh? Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It'd be more fun to see people choose their cupcake based on the word they like. Huh? I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so. Maybe I'm getting it from you. Well, what's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Huh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. This kind of reminds me of this one song my friend sent me. Because he asked who my favorite character was. And then I asked him who his is. And he said Natsuki. Same for me. But he sang a little song. And it goes something like this. Excuse me for singing it terribly, but, I'm not a dada to sin there. I don't know. I have a jello heart, but I'm not that mean. I'm not blushing. I was just rushing and forgot sunscreen. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that. Was terrible. Wow. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one right now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down to 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we could have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You shouldn't have thought about that. You still thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I can think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point I felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you all, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that. Do you ever take the opportunity to get close to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, Natsuki, huh? What you said before about not always having the chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking could be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere. Do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Mom, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really don't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. When Natsuki, 7 inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers suddenly clutch at the side of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Huh? Hi, Mon. Sayori. Just now we weren't... It's okay, Mon. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have came a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any of my cupcakes before then. Anyway, later, clear flustered Natsuki hurries off as Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you wanted to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I tried to come over and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you're having with Natsuki and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Mom? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. It'd be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say, oh my god, what's happening? It's true, Mom. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You would have to put up with me for being selfish. Monica was right. I should have just... Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if I take an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Mom. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori, it's true, isn't it? I was weak and tried to like you too much. I did this to myself. Mom, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel, and that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I saw my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly nods. Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm going to give to you. Sayori. Oh my god. I love you. Huh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone else at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Mom. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Mom, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you, Mom. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this, Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going anywhere at all, Mom. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's what that matters right now. Okay, I trust you. Sayori and I sort of slowly release each other. So I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about these things, you know. I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace that suits you the best. Come on. Sayori gazes me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, as she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori's the most important person to me. And I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Oh. It's the day of the festival. I think we should end it there then. I'm gonna blur out what that said. I don't know if that's good to show. I don't know. No. I know it's coming up now. Oh no. Well, I'm gonna end it here. Thanks so much for watching. Man, this game, oh man, that whole part with Natsuki made me forget about the whole Sayori and depression, and now that's about to, wow. Well, and a piece of my blind just fell off right now. I'll put it back right now. But, well, I'm gonna end it here. Thanks so much for watching. This is me, MonWeeZe. I'll pray for a good day or night. Whichever may be, hope it's going great, and goodbye. Bye, 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 bye. Goodbye.